Welcome back to Crash and Eddie. We got a great show today. Once again, they're always so doggone good. We got XRP, a huge XRP show today. We got Flare. We're going to talk about Stellar has got an interesting protocol being released. The NFT free-for-all is still going on, so we got some news with that. And Uncle Bob didn't make it in today, so that's probably best for the show. Crash, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, great, Eddie. How are you doing?
Hanging in there, man. We're bouncing back.
Yeah, yeah, up to what, 1.7 trillion again? It's
Shocker,
amazing.
hey?
Yeah,
Nice little
it's
50% correction.
yeah. I think we'll probably see some more of these. So just be prepared and be able to stomach through it. Don't be the one that's selling in the red or um,
FOMOing in the green.
yep.
Yeah, so let's do some quick price checks here. Yeah, you said 1.7 trillion. That's decent. We got to get back over 2 here. Which I think we
Hey, can I
will.
make a quick announcement?
Absolutely. What do you got?
Well, hey, while everybody's fresh, just getting started on the podcast here, please subscribe, like, hit the bell button, and all. We need subscribers, and we want to be able to do this and communicate with more and more people. The show is absolutely growing, and we're thrilled about that. But we want it to grow faster, and we can't do it without your help. And reminder: this is not financial advice, just entertainment and educational purposes.
Absolutely. Share with your friends. Drop some comments. We're gonna get back to doing some coin reviews, right, Crash?
Yeah. Yep.
If
Next
you
week.
if you guys have any coins that you want us to hit, we'll do it. We just don't want any duplicates. We'll talk about all sorts of ones all the time, different ones, but for the reviews, we want to hit new ones that we haven't done since there's only 9,000 to cover. And we're going to dig real deep, right, Crash?
Yeah, real deep.
No, we're not going that deep. That's ridiculous. We want to keep you guys out of the garbage, so.
Any coins that have a value of more than 0.000000001, there's not enough potential there.
Right. So, well, and you keep in mind, people, that the value is in the protocol. So, the more that your coin or the network does, the more valuable your token's going to be. Absolutely. So,
Uh-huh.
that's what it's about. You'll notice the ones that are more used, they're clearly more valuable and they're not going to get hit as hard, and eventually they won't go to zero and all that good stuff. So,
Yeah, we should talk again about just review tokenomics. The volume that's being done trading wise, the supply, max supply, current supply. Um,
right.
all those different tokenomics and how they play into creating the value of a coin or token.
Yep. And it's your token supply, it's your use case, and the team. I mean, a lot of the ones that we're going to cover, they are so deeply backed from like Andreessen and Horowitz. These people, you'll notice if you look at what these guys do, they don't lose. They just don't
Mm.
lose. If they back a project, it wins. You'll
Yeah.
notice that. So that's why you
Hey,
look at.
do you want to review kind of what it's been a week or so since the market really crashed hard, and do you want to kind of review how things have changed a little bit, how the messages have changed? I mean, because really, there was this big FUD put out there about Bitcoin being such an energy gobbling giant, and it's not eco friendly and all that, and that's really been dispelled in many arenas. Um, and it's actually, the FUD is actually driving the mining community for Bitcoin into far better and more efficient, eco-friendly systems.
Right.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I mean, there's two schools of thought. I mean, you see the global green agenda. I mean, you see
Hmm.
that, and that's one thing that's always interested me about XRP is because it's a double-edged sword, but the elites, the ledger, the XRP ledger, it tracks everything. So, of course they want Bitcoin and anything else that they can get on a ledger that is trackable. That's if they can
Hmm.
control that. So, so I mean, there is a lot of energy with this stuff. I don't think it's all FUD, but it's just the timing of all this stuff. I mean, they take these markets down systematically and shake out the weak hands.
Hmm.
And we saw this. I mean, what a great example of it, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Over the first quarter and this first part of the second quarter here, there have been huge institutional bodies that have um, come around to the fact that they want to have Bitcoin on their book of investments, but they're not buying in when it's at $65,000. When it just went parabolic.
Right.
They're too smart of money managers to be buying in at that price, and they've just been waiting. And they had their opportunity because there was um, nobody can say it was orchestrated, but there was a lot of FUD from a lot of different areas
Mm-hmm.
that quickly drove the Bitcoin price down, and with everything else with it. And
Yeah, I mean that
the
is when
smart
there's
the smart money the
buttons.
smart money buys they buy the dips and they buy in the red.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you have to have some serious emotional fortitude to be in this market. It's that simple. And
Hmm.
I mean, you and I both personally know weak hands that got shaken out. I watched it before my eyes. They
Yeah.
just, and that's exactly what it's designed to do. Instead
Okay,
of
so all these weak hands that sold and the institutions that are solid and long term holders. That's the long term ramifications of this is that there's going to absolutely be further supply available on the exchanges of Bitcoin to buy. So the supply is going to go. Supply is being reduced because you also see all these news stories about these top quality cryptocurrencies all leaving exchanges and going into long term storage, and I think this is extremely bullish for the market.
yeah, you have to have these pullbacks. Absolutely, and who did I hear? There was a guy that came out. There's a theory of like it's like a theory of expanding bull markets to where every
Mhm.
bull market gets longer and longer. And you do see that in stocks over time. You've seen that over the
Mhm.
decades. I mean, we just came off like
Yeah,
a
as they mature.
14-year
Yeah.
bull or something, you know.
Yeah.
And so they think this one is going to be a longer one, which means you do get corrections like this. I mean, a bull market's not going to continue without these corrections. So,
Yeah, and I think the
um,
corrections will also be less severe.
I mean, I don't. Do you see? I think the days of 90% Bitcoin corrections, they might very well be gone. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
the more you get these 50%ers and stuff. I mean, it's just so healthy. That's exactly what has to happen to keep a bull market going. You have corrections. But the
Did you see what
fundamentals.
Michael Saylor did the other day when he got Elon Musk together with all the largest mining companies in North America?
Well, I wanted to hit on that. What do you think of that?
Well, I think it's brilliant, and I think it's bringing they formed what's called the Bitcoin Mining Council,
A council, right?
which is their goal is energy use transparency and to accelerate sustainability in energy use.
So what do you
Which,
think of the council?
well, I mean,
It screams
it's good for the green agenda.
centralization.
If that, if you're, I think it's good for the industry overall.
It is, but it totally screams centralization. It defeats the whole purpose of Bitcoin. Because guess what that council is going to
Well,
consist
if
of?
it's only about if they're only talking about trying to make it more efficient energy wise, they're not meeting to manipulate markets and to grab control of all the mining and everything like that. They're just I think
First of
their
all,
goal
who
is
is it?
transparency.
Are these going to be
Hmm?
10 of the wealthiest people on the planet? Who's it going to be? There's just a lot. It opens
Oh
up.
yeah, there's a lot of questions. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a
I'm
lot of
sure that's going to come
questions, and
out.
it opens this thing up for centralization, which, you know what? You see it all around. That's why,
Hmm.
you see what is, as soon as there's money involved, people get their mitts in and governments control it, and you're not squeezing out governments from any of this. You saw the day they released futures on Bitcoin, I knew that. Like
Hmm.
in 18, it's a form of manipulation, and that's what it's going to be. So hopefully there will truly be decentralized currencies, and I don't know, there's a lot of things to be ironed out, but that's kind of what's enticing about the space, right?
Right, right, right. And like we've talked about before, this is a battle between light and dark, and decentralized and centralized uh, cryptocurrencies and digital assets. The decentralized systems are not going to get the media attention. They are not going to get the FOMO. It's all going to be coming from the centralized system, and we need to realize that, and we need to go out and seek out the decentralized systems that are private and can maintain our financial freedom. They're going to be there, and they need to be utilized and supported.
Yeah,
We
this
don't
is
want we don't want we don't want a centralized system.
yeah,
It's
it's a
not.
battle of
It's not.
control,
It's not in the benefit. It's not for the benefit of humanity. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, they this is about control. They want to control every dime that you spend. If you give your friend $100 gift for Christmas, they want to be a piece of it. They want to know about it. They want a piece
Yep.
of that action, and report it. You can't do it. Is it a relative? Well, wait a minute. What are you doing? It's
Hmm.
like that's the thing. And the step one in doing that is do not, under any circumstances, give up fiat currency. That's the battle right now. Fiat
Yep.
really, when you back up and take a look at it, it's useless. It's becoming more and more irrelevant, but the governments won't let it, because then the whole Federal Reserve System is in question. God forbid we question that. So
Our
it's
forefathers absolutely did. Andrew Jackson dissolved the first central bank of the United States, and Abraham Lincoln, assassinated, dissolved the second central bank of the United States in the 1860s during the Civil War. And it took them until 1913. So from 1863, 4, 5 until 1913 to reestablish a central banking system. And in between that period, the actual Congress and the United States Treasury handled all the currency issues. And of course, the big international bankers, messed with it and caused all kinds of problems. So to give themselves reasons to ride in on a white horse and try to save the day again, even though the most all of Congress didn't want a central bank. They passed it on Christmas Eve with a handful of members in Congress. This is under Woodrow Wilson.
right. Yeah, it's Read the book, The Creature from Jekyll Isle, people. Definitely, that's a must read, and it really shines a light on everything that's going on, why it's going on, and how it's going on. And, you know, it's a battle. So, and I think crypto is a great tool. Technology is a great tool. Of course, it's a double-edged sword, but it's going to be a great tool, hopefully, for freedom in some regards, you know. But it's also a tool for
right. But it's up to us.
Yeah.
We have to support the decentralized platforms that are going to give us the freedom we want and deserve.
Yeah.
Another good book on money is Money Mechanics.
Money Mechanics. I haven't heard of that one. That's
a must read if you want to understand the financial system.
Okay. So you're still there, right, Crash? Don't do that to me. People were experiencing a couple of technology difficulties today, so we're working through them though, like we do.
All right, let's play a video or something.
All right, let's play this. This is from Brad Kimes' Digital Perspectives. This is just a little snippet from a recent video about Goldman Sachs and XRP. He takes you back to 2018, an interesting interview with one of their executives, and then it takes you into current day, some stuff with Goldman Sachs. And if you're in with Goldman Sachs, if any of your cryptos are associated with Goldman Sachs, you're in a good position because they pretty much run the world of financial institutions. All right, here we go.
This is an old throwback. I want to play this for you to set the tone about what we're getting ready to see from Goldman Sachs. Okay, now this is Dilip Rao. It's 1 minute or less. Listen.
So banks don't actually use XRP to transfer across borders.
So the question is to Dilip at the time in 2018 is that banks don't use XRP to facilitate transactions across borders at that time, 2018, and nor do they do that broadly right now, right? So listen to his response here about it being a phase-in business model. The software from Ripple first, then the token.
No, so as I said, the X-current product, the way it's implemented today, uses fiat currencies. So the convergence that we see coming in the next phase is for banks to have an option to say, do I want to use XRP? So instead of the German bank holding Turkish lira, they could say, Akbank, are you able to accept XRP and give me Turkish lira? Here's 100 lira worth of XRP. Here's 1 million lira worth of XRP. And instantly that can be settled without having to hold balances. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for. But if you don't have connectivity, you can't even start.
And connectivity is a key point of what we're talking about here. And the holy grail is eventually getting banks to not just use the software and dollar-to-dollar settlement, instant settlement, not instant messaging and instant payment like on SWIFT, but instant settlement, right? But that can be done dollar-to-dollar. But we also are talking about this. And this is 2021, April 28, Theodore Enders, and this is Goldman Sachs Asset Management, Strategic Advisory Solutions, Cryptocurrency Blockchain. If we come right here, just to remind you, Goldman Sachs Investment Banking Company, which is really handling a revenue of $44.6 billion in 2020, and assets under management are $2.1 trillion. Okay? And what we're talking about here is their assessment of what crypto is and things in crypto, right? And what they talk about here is the fact that they laid this out and what is the cost of disruption, decentralization, scalability, and security. Decentralization, they show over here on this side here, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Scalability and security here. Ripple smack dab in the middle. They say it is a global settlement network for other currencies, USD, Euro, Bitcoin, and other units of value, commodities, frequent flyer miles, low transaction costs, and fast settlement time, right? Okay, now, Over here, we see in the next diagram here where they show financial payment blockchains, programmable app blockchains, and basically here they're showing the connection in this pyramid here, the store of gold or gold store of value, medium of exchange, not dependent on a single entity scalability, and they show Ripple sitting right in front of the G7 central banks.
It's hard to deny what's going on with Ripple and XRP. There's just so much right in your face. And
I got a question for you.
what do you got?
Have you seen anything on what the proposed or designed value of XRP is when the whole system's up and operating?
Yeah, I've seen a lot on it. It's 5+ digits. It's 5 digits. You know,
Really?
10,000 or more. That's what it was designed to do. But
I thought I heard 2,000, but I can't even tell you where I heard that. So
it depends. I mean, if they're really moving around most of the assets, I mean, it's huge. So we'll see. I mean that. Who knows, people? And again, not financial advice, but
yeah, and Stellar could be part of that mix as well. So it might not all be Ripple.
No, it's not. It's not.
They're gonna want to have alternative options, in case something happens.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna all be. But if you do central banks alone, if they're the primary mover of central bank money, it's thousands. It's thousands.
Yeah,
it's a couple
and I'm
thousand
pretty sure Doggy Coin's going to be part of that system.
Right? Yes, probably.
You never know. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, I mean, it's just
it's part of Flare, right?
That's right. I mean, I think people are going to be surprised I think Flare too is going to be a beast. When you look at how it gives utility to otherwise kind of useless tokens. I mean, that, again, when you look at the protocol, really smart people say your token is going to be directly affected by what the protocol does. It's that simple. If it's a powerful protocol that's used a lot, it's going to be valuable. It's that simple. So I don't see how Flare, it already is kind of shaping up to be decent, but that ecosystem is going to be. You got even ADA doing stuff with them. I mean, that ADA really can't do. So
yeah. So what were the tokens that Flare came out and said that they were going to be supporting? Wasn't it? It was obviously Ripple or XRP, and I remember Doggy Coin. Was ADA one of those as well?
Litecoin.
Litecoin. Yeah.
I think I heard they're talking to ADA. And I think that was, I don't know. I'd have to look at that. I don't want to say something that's not true, but
I mean, was Ethereum part of that?
No, Gala's another one they're working with.
They're working on Gala.
Yeah, it's kind.
It hasn't been announced, right?
No, that has been announced. Yeah, that's been announced. No, Gala's and Gala has been, man. You listen to their management. They have gotten suspiciously, blatantly hacked off at Ethereum. They're just I've been surprised publicly what they say of Ethereum. And it is annoying. I mean, they've really kind of stopped. I mean, yeah, you can do NFTs, but that market's not going to take off till it's reasonably priced. I mean, Ethereum's just got everything locked up with their miners and their fees. Everything you do, it's it's expensive and time consuming. So I don't think Ethereum is going away, but I think these solutions are going to change the marketplace completely for everyone.
I mean, I personally have backed out of a lot of transactions that involved ERC20 tokens that I looked at the fee and I was like, forget that.
Yeah, I just don't.
Particularly smaller amounts, which.
Yeah, but so I think that's actually going to do a lot for Ethereum too. I mean, they're getting caught up in this stuff too. So I don't know. It's we'll see how that all plays out. But all right, what else do we have? Let's go to this website that you dug up here. That's an interesting one. Hold on here. Okay, so we got, this is 3xrp.dev. So where'd you discover this first, Crash?
Oh, boy, I don't recall exactly where I picked it up at, probably off of Twitter or somewhere, but I found it rather interesting because it shows the thing okay, for our audience, it's hard sometimes to visualize how these blockchains, how blocks get added to the blockchain and how much time it is in between. Like Bitcoin, it might be 20 minutes to a half an hour before a block is added to the blockchain and it's transparent. Here you see there's transactions going on with Ripple about every 2.5 seconds. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, so 3.5, 4 seconds. Yeah. So now you can spin that globe with your mouse.
Oh, you can. Okay.
So you can see there's a lot of transactions coming from Singapore across the North Pole to North America. And look, a lot of it's coming in. Look at like Florida area.
Hold on, let's spin this globe a little bit, man. This is a blast, Crash. Crash just brings the entertainment, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, real quick before.
That's why I don't have cable. I spend my evenings spinning globes and stuff like that.
Hey, real quick, just credit to Brad Kimes, Digital Perspectives. Give him a like and subscribe. He puts out, I'm shocked at the volume of content he puts out. It's usually really timely and good stuff, and he is definitely XRP focused. So, anyways, all right.
So where's most of this XRP being transferred into North America?
Well, how can you tell?
You can zoom in on that now.
Holy bejeebus.
Okay, so I see a lot of transactions obviously on the East Coast. I see a lot of transactions in the Midwest. I also see more and more like coming into Omaha, Wyoming, some of these crypto-friendly places. Now let's see if some of them are hitting Miami. Now what's that little island off in the Caribbean that's got a ton of activity right there? Wow, what is that?
That is that the Caymans or something?
Is that Puerto Rico maybe?
No, Puerto Rico.
Zoom in on. Can you zoom in on?
Okay. I mean, it's just a dot.
Yeah, okay. So,
well, that's gotta be.
That place is doing some
hold on
transfers, buddy.
That is.
That's some interaction going on there. Every block's got something coming out of that island.
You're right. That's Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Puerto Rico, man.
Puerto Rico is a huge hub for central banking.
Well, also it's like a crypto haven now, is my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that's Puerto Rico. Boy, that is. Yeah, there's a lot. That's why I always laugh when people are like, "Yeah, XRP's not even used." I mean, you can see it used constantly. It's never not used. You know, so.
I mean, just look at the transactions on the side, just rolling. That's just fiat money coming into XRP on the right, and then on the left are exchange transfer blocks.
Right. Well, it's XRP to fiat on the right, so that's XRP being turned into fiat.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, XRP to fiat. Okay.
Yeah. On top.
I think. Okay. Yeah. I think it might be fiat to XRP as well. Or would that be an exchange? Well, I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting.
That could be, that right side could be all banking system where XRP is going from one bank to another, and then it's being converted into fiat.
That's what they do. I mean, that is what XRP does, man. They move money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is Yeah, it's to
So
me.
if anybody out there needs help getting buying XRP, just let me know. If you gotta bring it up in the comments, because otherwise you don't know who I am.
There you go. Anyways, cool site, man. That's pretty interesting. And the other side is exchange to exchange XRP. So it's if you're on an exchange and you're moving it into XRP. Huh. What's this controls here? Good stuff, Crash. Way to bring the heat today, my friend.
All right.
All right, what else do we have here? Let's see. Okay, here's some news on Stellar. This is kind of interesting. So they're getting ready to release what's called Protocol 17. And this again plays into a little bit of centralization, and these big protocols, they're going to get, you're dealing with governments. So Protocol 17, let's see, this was put out actually April 27th. So it's coming out, I think, in the next week or so. But this version of the protocol includes a new asset clawback feature that we've documented in detail, described at a high level in the Protocol 17 improvements. Let's see what it says about this. But basically what a clawback feature is, if you send something, you can actually get it back. So this would be in case of money laundering or something like this. Oh, this is okay. So Protocol 17 introduces operations that allow asset issuers to maintain tighter control over how their asset is distributed to the world. Specifically, it gives them power to burn their asset from a trust line or claimable balance, effectively removing it from the recipient's balance sheet. The amount of the asset clawed back is burned and is not sent to any address. The issuer may reissue the asset to the same account or to another account if the intent of the clawback is to move the asset to another account. Okay, so that I didn't know. I didn't know it
that's
actually,
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know it got burned. But boy, Stellar in the 40 cents, XRP at $1, people. I mean, if you look out, do you think that's always going to be the case? I really, it's a lot like looking at ADA at 2 cents or fractions of a penny. I mean, people, opportunity. I'm just saying, no financial advice, but opportunity. Because these things are just, they are just clicking along tech-wise. I mean, these tech teams and the leadership and when you really look at these cryptos, they are amazing, flat out. So
There's so many good quality ones out there right now.
There is, and that's why it's so hard to justify buying Shiba Inu or whatever, or Akita coin, or I mean, it's just, boy, you're taking money that you could put into really high quality stuff and putting it in stuff that just doesn't have this stuff going on. You just have to look,
Yeah, I almost I think I still might buy some ASS coin, ASS. The Alaskan sheepdog coin.
What's up with that?
It's just another doggy coin.
How many dog coins are we gonna get, man?
Oh yeah, they're going crazy. I see it all over Twitter. The ASS coin, it's worth like 0.00001.
Yeah, so that makes me feel better about this clawback, though. I thought you could just claw it back and reissue it and all this stuff, so that makes you able to undo it, but it's still crypto in that it gets burned,
Yeah, but so if I send somebody to the wrong address $100 and I claw it back and burn those tokens so they can't receive them, do I have to spend another one of my $100 to send it to the correct person?
Yeah, you would. But I think I think the idea with this is for institutional. I think this is for smaller institutional payments, and I just like it because it's still deflationary. You're not just printing this stuff up, Go ahead. You think these guys have a lot of tokens out there until you realize there's a burn rate. Every day Stellar gets burned. Every day Ripple gets burned. Bitcoin gets lost. I mean, you can go on and on. Whatever it is, these things are deflationary assets, and it's very different from anything fiat related. So, okay, what else?
You got a video on this or no?
No, I don't. Nope, okay. That is our VOD, the video of the day. That's the only one we got, people. So, give us a doggone comment if you even like the videos. What else we got cooking here?
NBC video.
Okay, let's get to that. 1 second here.
Done that.
Right. So this is Mark Haynes from CNBC passed away, I think a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago. He was a correspondent with them. Nice guy. Everyone loved him. But Crash is bringing this up basically to, and he's right, man. I mean, this is just in your face. The adoption of crypto. So
and NFTs, it's just these NFTs, when, 2 months ago it was all artwork and celebrities, and not now. This is moving into. This is on CNBC. They're creating their own NFTs. This is going to just go viral.
Yeah, this is NFTs are going to be big, and as tech evolves and they become really cheap to make, and I think it's going to make that market explode even further. So,
His first ever NFT.
I'm going to step out on a limb here.
This historic moment, auction for charity.
I'm waiting for this. We're at the bottom.
Go to mintable.app/CNBC to place your bid and own a piece of CNBC history. CNBC's first ever NFT.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, so people can go and they can bid on owning that clip, and having all the ownership rights and everything that comes with that. I'm curious how that goes down and what that sells for.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
I try to get it. I don't know.
Are you gonna actually do? I mean, I see the athlete ones though. Like, didn't one of LeBron's sell for like 500,000 or 5 million or something? I mean, there's crazy money floating around, and two, that is a function of do anything to get out of the dollar. I mean, people are just doing. It's why real estate's going crazy. It's why crypto's going nuts. It's basically everyone getting out of fiat globally. So. Yeah. I mean, that's part of all this, Hey, it's not in fiat. Okay, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna make us swap into it, and that's okay as long as you're not in a depreciating asset constantly. I mean, that's the thing. So, so that's an interesting one. I saw something on. I don't know why this is doing this, but. Oh, and Decrypt, did you see the Tezos users are suing the IRS?
No.
Boy.
Why? Because they're being, they're considering it an ass?
It's for staking stuff. Tezos users sue IRS over crypto tax staking rules.
Oh, that's good.
And it's
good luck with that.
Yeah, right. We'll see. But the whole staking thing, I mean, boy, there's a lot to be ironed out in staking. So be careful and pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, I just got into doing a little bit of staking on the Cardano wallet. And boy, it's that confusing, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know.
Yeah,
a lot of these cryptocurrency companies, even we talked a little bit about crypto.com. I mean, I have had more trouble communicating with them. It's just been a complete nightmare.
Yeah, it's It's growing pains. I do, in their defense, we were literally going to take them down as a link, but we're going to leave them up. We want to have quality links that you can trust. And it's not that I don't think they're trustworthy. In their defense, I grew up at TD Ameritrade when we were getting into trading technology. We were really cutting edge as far as, starting out talking to people over the phone, then moving to phone trades, and then moving on to computer trades. And I'll tell you, there were constant hiccups, constant downtime, constant development issues. It's the black side of tech development is there's issues. And the problem,
and it costs money. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it costs a ton
Get
of
it
money.
right.
And really the best way to test your technology is with users. It's really the only way. You really only know how good your tech is when live people are using it. So it's hard. I mean, I see what they're going through, and
Yeah, I think they have a great product, and I think their platform works really well.
Yeah.
I think they're just the basic business fundamentals of customer service and communication, and they're obviously using AI to detect suspicious activity on your Visa card. Virtually every time I leave the state, I make a few transactions and my damn card gets frozen. And it's been more than 2 weeks now trying to get it reactivated. I had to actually get a new card and everything.
Yeah.
It's been very frustrating, and it's driven me to look for other options because I want a backup. I can't be going somewhere and having my primary payment vehicle frozen every time I go out of the state.
Yeah, and you should have that anyways, you guys, just so you know. I mean, as you're a consumer in America, you know that you want different options. You shouldn't be on one exchange. You shouldn't only have Coinbase.
Right.
You shouldn't only have one crypto card, all that stuff. But the beauty
Well, what
they're
made me
coming
the
out.
most upset is I had to go back to the financial system. I had to go back and I had to use my bank for the rest of my trip. And it pissed me off that I really work hard to operate just on crypto, and normally it works beautifully, but boy, crypto.com has really dropped the ball on that whole thing for me several times now.
Well, should we take them down as a referral link?
No, I don't think so. I think it is growing pains, and I think they, hopefully, they have to realize what the issues are, and I have to believe that they're working on solutions. But at the same time, I know that every single business in town and everywhere I drive up and down the road has got help wanted signs. So maybe they're having trouble getting enough customer service people.
Well, I think there's some of that. I think over there people work differently, but I also think that we expect, because we're in America, we expect the highest level of customer service. Customer service that in some countries, I mean, you don't even have the option to have that. So maybe they're not as, I don't know. My thing is, if you need to talk to someone, you should be able to. But so many places you dial out, you can't even talk to a person anymore.
No.
It's quite ridiculous. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see where it goes. Yeah, let's chalk it up to growing pains. You guys tell us. Do you want us to remove it as a referral link? Throw it out there in the comments. People, we're here to help you guys and hopefully learn from you and stuff. So let us know if what you think of it, if you've used them at all or anything.
I mean, if you're interested in setting up an alternative financial system outside of the banking industry, I have not found a better place to do it than on crypto.com. I've been using it for 4 years. I've tried a bunch of others, and I highly recommend it. I just currently they've got in some particular areas a real issue, and if anybody's out there and they're having issues, I kind of have it figured out how to get things done on the customer service side. So another thing, you can reach out to me if you want some insight and help on that.
Yep. Hey, let's hit some interesting news things because there are some things here. We had the Tezos thing, but let's see. Iran bans Bitcoin mining to avoid summer power blackouts. So literally, they're getting blackouts from Bitcoin mining. Now, part of this, admittedly, I would venture to guess their grid is horrendous. You know, I mean, you look at places like India and all this stuff. So, you know, yeah, some of it's because Bitcoin's inefficient, but some of it's because their grid's pathetic too. So, you know, I mean, I think.
And you're talking about Iran too. I mean, it could just be a complete power play, and the government's trying to take over the mining and mining operations in Iran. And what better way to do it than to ban it?
Right. You don't think Iran? Yeah, exactly. You don't think Iran wants Bitcoin? Okay.
They desperately need and want Bitcoin because all the sanctions. The Western world's put sanctions on them. However, the Western world can't stop their asset flow through cryptocurrencies.
Every country that is not the U.S. is frothing over cryptocurrency because it releases them from what is the U.S. government, who basically runs the world. So it's a sticky
Nancy
wicket.
Pelosi.
Yeah, it's a sticky wicket, but eventually these countries, they're going to get their freedom. I mean, it's just, that's how it is. So we'll see how it all shakes out. Norwegian police trying to crack Monero and Dash in missing person case. That's kind of interesting. Will they be able to? It just shows that they can't crack it, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know. How much freedom can you get? You know, are you willing to give up for protection? You know, it's.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword everywhere you turn, man. It's good and bad. So,
Yeah.
I mean, let's see what else we got here. I don't know. Those are kind of the big ones. Oh, UK regulator forces removal of crypto exchanges Bitcoin ads in London because I think they were basically saying like buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were posting advertisements on a bus saying if Bitcoin is advertised on a bus, you should buy it.
Really? Wow. Yeah. So, Guggenheim co-founder wants to build a blockchain tower in NYC with an NFT museum. I'd go see it.
Yeah, it could be really cool. What was that other news thing that came?
Michael Saylor defends Elon Musk Bitcoin mining council against central. Yeah, that's the whole Bitcoin council. Yeah, that's let's see where that goes. Redditors are turning to crypto, not GameStop, amid market volatility. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Did you read the top 20 disruptive businesses list
No, I didn't.
on CNBC?
Did you post that? Where we
Yeah,
post that?
CNBC came out and they put out a list of the 10 most or 20 most disruptive businesses for 2021.
Okay.
And it was really interesting. It was like Robinhood was number one.
Is that on the CNBC website?
Probably somewhere. I'm sure there's a story on it. It was a big deal yesterday. There was another, what's it called? I downloaded it on my phone. It's like an audio chat system.
Disruptor 50 list? You said 20 though. Huh?
Oh, 50, yeah.
Oh, 50. Robinhood's at the top, right?
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Discord. There's a lot of crypto stuff on here. Actually, I had to laugh. I mean, XRP and Ripple, I think, is at like 38.
All right.
That should be number 1 times 10.
That's funny. Plaid. Ripple 38, yeah.
A lot of these businesses are just cryptocurrency support mechanisms.
Yes. Yeah, crypto is really creeping into this, man. Yeah, it's just in everything you do, you're going to be dealing with crypto whether you want to or not. So that's it.
Go up the top there. Let's see.
Stripe, Discord, Sentinel One, Diddy, Chuck's Gang,
Oh, a second. Shoot, what's that app called?
Brax, Chime.
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Is that in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Clubhouse, there it is, 33. The new sound of social.
So I just downloaded it and I just got approved. I haven't got it set up yet.
Is it still invite only or no?
No, you can sign up.
Okay.
But they have to, you have to they have to kind of approve you somehow. But
yeah,
I'm not even sure how it works. All I know is that it's kind of an audio social system,
right?
Where you're talking and maybe doing like little TikTok things and back and forth. It's probably kind of like Snapchat, maybe. I don't know. I haven't played around with it yet. So
yeah, my understanding is.
But we'll set up a Crash and Eddie account and see if we can talk to people that way.
All right, sounds good. Sure, we will. We'll have that going by 2024.
Yeah. Add it to our plate.
No, as we reach some milestones, people, we're gonna keep building this if you guys want us to. We'll see. Eventually, you're gonna make a doggone comment. All right, Crash. Let's wrap this sucker up. Let's put a bow on it.
All right. I think that was a good show. A lot of good information. And what's our target for our next one? What's today?
We'll have one in a few days, and we're gonna do a coin review maybe on that one, a quick coin review of some sort.
Yeah, maybe Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, something like that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Have it out on Saturday or Sunday.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we will focus on that. We got real quick, XRP's at $1, Bitcoin's at 39, Cardano's $1.75, Uniswap 25.88.
Yeah, Bitcoin was over 40 for a while.
Stellar 44, VeChain's back up around 13. But what was the USDC coin is up to 21 bill. So they keep pumping out these stable coins to me. Oh, and we got to talk about Diem in the next show. Make note of that because
Diem? Oh yeah, that's that was Libra.
Yeah, I'm telling you that is going to signal crypto. That's going to be when Diem comes out. That is going to signal they're purposely holding it back. They don't want crypto to take off yet. There's a lot going on with the whole financial system, people. So keep your head on a swivel.
Maybe that'll be the white horse that rolls in after the 10 days of blackout.
Right. After they take down the grid for 10 days. Could you imagine? Oh, my God. All right, people. Have a good day. And do good out there. Do what you can. That's good, people.
Yep. Everybody enjoy your day and your week. And remember, live in the present.
All right, Crash. Good show, man. Way to finally bring something to the table, dude. It's ridiculous. You had to kick Uncle Bob off, though, didn't you? You couldn't handle him, man. You couldn't handle the heat he was throwing.
I laughed. I smiled. I thought it was pretty good.
He says he shorted the market, man. Everyone else was long. He says he shorted that. Come on, man. Right.
Yeah, he must have somebody who's doing it for him. That guy can't even add an app on his phone.
I know it. It's ridiculous. Really?
Surprised his phone works.
It's all we could do to get him on a smartphone, man.
You know, as much chicken wing sauce is all over his fingers, and he's sliming it all over his phone.
Well, he's in town for another week or so. So he was itching to come in today, but he had some abdominal issues.
Yeah, surprise.
So lucky for us he didn't. No, I'm just kidding, Uncle Bob. All right. So, yeah, that's it, man. Well, I got nothing other than crypto.com. Let's not even go down there, man.
So what? All right, I'll talk to you about that another time, maybe.